Hello everyone, Awesomeness here. Somebody requested that I make a video about taking the PXtoys Sandyland apart to get the differential and put in the replacement or an upgrade. So here we are. All right, so I'm gonna do the one in the rear. Actually, to make things easier. To do it in an easier way is that you have to take this whole center part out, because if you only take one side, the other side stays, and then you have to bend it, and that's not good for the car, or it just doesn't make it any easier. So we're gonna take all the screws here. One here, I already took that out. Two, three. I was working on this car, so some screws are still out. I have them here somewhere. One, two, 3, 4, 5, as you can see. And then this 4 here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this thing comes off. All right. I think they call it a bridge all right, so let's start doing this one. Take it out real quick, as fast as we can. Fast. All right. I'm gonna put it right here next to where I'm working. Make sure that if you want, you can take pictures of where the screws go. Either that or measure the length. And make sure that you know where they're going back into, because if you don't, you put a screw that is too long in one of the holes and the thread is different, or it's too long, then you will ruin the inside thread in the hole where it doesn't belong to. We're almost there. Give me a minute here. I'm just hoping I don't run out of room on my videos. It's only 2 minutes. I think we're doing good. One more here. I'm not cutting this video because I want you all to see exactly what I'm doing step by step. I'm gonna take this off. Oh, I cannot, because this is still here. What I do in this case, I take one of these arms off and one of the shocks off. I'll show you how and why. The shock you can take off up here. If you don't do this, you won't be able to get rid of this. It will just lift a little bit, but it will stay attached to each side of the car, right? So, all right, take it out right here, one out. And then this here gets here it is. You can do it, the screw right here on the outside, closest to the wheel, that's fine. And when it's out, the screw is different, so make sure that you remember where it goes. This one has, this clear area here without a thread, because that goes, it's supposed to turn, to let the arm turn, and that's why it doesn't have thread here, threading, and then a little bit of thread on the tip, okay? I'll just put it over here. I know where they belong. So, all right, so that came off. The wheel is gonna fall off. The shaft, a bit dirty, but it's still good. All right, the shaft comes right off, the dog bone, I mean. That's what the dog bone looks like. There you go. Put it right there. All right, now you gotta take, we already took the top screws off. Now we gotta take 2 more screws from the front right here. And if you can see it, can you see it? There you go, right there. See, on the front of the car, actually on the rear of the car, the front of the car is over there on that side, okay? So let's take these 2 screws here on the rear. And they have like a the screws have their own washer on. Like the head is pretty wide, so they are different from the rest. Those go on. All right, so we're almost done taking this out here. Gotta get it out. There you go. You see the head of this screw here is wider than the rest. That's the one that goes on to the outside of the bumper of the car. See that? That's the rear end, and it goes on the back side of the tower, the shock tower. This here is the shock tower. Okay. All right. Let's get to the differential. Yeah, take this off. A little bit stuck there. There you go. This screw was still in here. That's why it looked like it was difficult to pull out. Careful with the wires. And here we go. The reason we took these out, remember the shock and the arm, is because now you can just turn it to the side, and the cage for the differential opens up, and there is your differential. This is my upgraded differential. Here you go. And there you have it. This is the metal differential upgrade, which I have to clean up now and maintain. So let's put that away. And that's how you find and take out the differential. Now remember that differential goes against the gear goes on the opposite side of the motor. So it runs forward when you press the throttle forward. And that's how it goes. The car is facing that way right now, okay? So I'm going to do another video that's coming up soon. I was already working on it. It's about the ESC, the steering servo, and where all the electronic parts are, the motor, battery, all those parts. I'm gonna explain and show you where they all are on different cars. That's why I'm not doing it right now, because I could just show you right here, right now. All right, so the same way you took that off, you put everything back in. Now this it's a little tricky to put back on, and that's why I take this out, because when you put it back on, you want to put the differential on there first, and then you put this here, put it in the differential like this. That works. And then put it in the wheel. Turn the wheel a couple of times until it falls right in. Come on, wheel. There you go. And then you put this back up, and boom. See, the other one the same way, except you won't have the tower on it. You put it back up with the duck bone inside of it already, and then you put the screws back on, and that way you can keep the duck bone without falling off. The reason I do that is because it is very, very difficult to do it any other way. That was the easiest way that I found it would be best to do it. So to grease up the differential, which is very important, especially if the gears inside of it are metal, you just take these screws out here. Make sure that you are using a small screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, and that it fits the screws properly, because you don't want to strip the screws. This you know, you end up ruining the whole part if you can't take it apart, right? So and it's very difficult to get those screws out by force, or, you know, using a Dremel or anything else. All right, so it's 3 screws. You just take them out. I'm gonna show you with this one. My other differentials are bigger. I should have shown with a bigger differential, but I'm gonna show with this one just to so you have an idea on how to take it apart and grease it up. I didn't do it all the way. Okay, let's hurry because the rest of the video is long enough. I'm trying to. Oh, there you go. There you have it. So you take these 3 screws out. You see there? 1, 2, 3. And then it comes right out. And I use this. I've been using this and it's working fine. I got it at an auto parts store. It's good for high temps, waterproof, weather resistance, water. So it's pretty good. And so you put it back on. You make sure there's 3 holes right there. You see? You put it back on. Sorry, this is getting blurry. No, there's my. Okay, there you go. You put it back on with the screws lined up. There's a little areas here that fit right in there. If you can see right there. Yes, there you go. And then you put the screws back in. Make sure they are straight. That one just went right in. So make sure that you don't keep going in because you might damage one of the gears inside of it. All right, so that's it. You grease up this here, fill it up with grease, and then put the differential right on it. I recommend that you grease them up as soon as you get the car, so you're not grinding all that plastic or metal in the inside the differential, because it will wear off, it will strip, and then you will have to upgrade more often. All right, so that's my video for today about how to take the differential out and replace it or put in an upgrade. Good luck with your upgrade, and hopefully your car will last as long as mine. Mine is already a 1.5 years old. Well, my son's, not mine. And hopefully yours will last as long and give you as much fun as it has done for us. All right, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and leave your comment if you have one, and also ring on the bell on the right side of the subscription key icon, so you can get notifications about whenever I post a video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.